Hi, buddy. Welcome back to another Musings of Anish. First of all, I want to apologize for yesterday's crappy, low energy video, but I want you to know that those kind of days happen to everybody. And the best thing to do on days like that is to accept that this is happening. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to uh, beat yourself about it. I mean, you can try to overcome it, but don't try to beat yourself about it, about what you didn't do, what you could not do. One quick way to snap out of it is to get your body moving, do some kind of exercise, move around, watch bright colors, look at bright colors, do a few push ups, do a few squats, whatever exercise makes you feel good. Go for a walk, keep yourself warm, depending on the weather, but keep yourself warm. Stuff like that will help you through. But most importantly, don't beat yourself about it. That kind of shit is bound to happen, and whatever is going on in your head is definitely going to show up in your body. So if you're still not able to move around, if you're not able to fight through it, it's okay. Sleep, go to bed, come back another day, uh, conquer the shit out of the next day. You will have to eventually get out of it. But yeah, there are ways to get out of it. One is be physically active. Second is, most importantly, actually accept that this is happening. Don't beat yourself about it. Cool. Now that that's done, that was a pretty heartfelt apology. Now that that's done, I want to talk to you guys about something that us men face as a challenge or as a problem. It's not prostate cancer, it's not the gender roles, it's not the unrealistic expectations. It's something to do with, it's not a lot to do with No Shave November, but it's definitely a lot to do with shaving. I'm not talking about this shaving, I'm talking about clean, super clean legs. Yeah, let me first tell you why I shave my legs. It's not just because I cycle. And why do cyclists shave their legs? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on that you're aerodynamic. I don't give a shit about that. But the most important reason why most cyclists shave their legs is because it's an exposed body part, and when you do fall, not that you intend to fall, but when you do fall and you get scratches, road rash, whatever kind of injury you get, it's easy to dress it if there is no hair. Imagine you fall down, there's a nice little scrape here, and you have to bandage yourself and change that bandage every second or third day. Every day you have to deal with that pain of pulling out the hair. So that's why most cyclists shave their legs, and that's the only reason why I shave my leg too. But I didn't realize this until, so as a kid, I would fall down a lot. I would trip and fall a lot because mostly I would run around in a sand playground, and my knees were always battered. And but I wore shorts, but that was okay because the frequent dressing did not cause me any problem because I was not hairy as a kid. And as I grew up and as I became hairy, I started wearing long pants. So even if I did fall, the injuries were not so great, and the opportunities for me to fall were drastically less because my lifestyle had changed quite a bit. And then about 5 or 6 years ago, there was an incident where I was in shorts. I was, moving from long pants lifestyle to wearing shorts kind of a lifestyle, and I had a small little crash on a scooter, and the injuries were pretty bad. Nothing broke, but a lot of scrapes in some really strategic places where life became really difficult, and these wounds were not healing very well because it was the winter. So there was frequent bandaging going on and off, and that is when, every day I went to the clinic to get myself bandaged. I would sit with that pain, and it has nothing to do with the injury. It's the bandage being ripped off the hair. So that being said, whenever I find myself in a situation where I will wear a lot of shorts and where I will also probably be more prone to injury, I make it a point that I shave off the hair. Um, I don't particularly enjoy the process, but this feels good. I'm not kidding you. It does feel good to keep it nice and smooth. Um, yeah, there is an extra bit of moisturization you'll have to do after this whole process. To me personally, it takes about two, maybe three sittings to get everything off. First, I go with a trimmer, and then I go with the razor, and I, then I know that, in this sitting I'm not covered everything. So there's one final sitting with the razor, and I have to do this myself. It's not a very easy process. I not not complaining, but I'm just acknowledging that it's not a very easy process. Yeah, so if you guys have the men out there, if you feel that there's a weird stigma attached to why do men shave their legs. I shave it so that I don't have to deal with further pain. This is like a preemptive bail. It's a precautionary method, and I don't know how people feel about it. I don't feel particularly anything else about it. Just that I'll be happy that if I do have a fall and a crash, I don't have to deal with that pain of ripping off the hair on my body. I don't do this often at all, like maybe 2 or 3 times a year, depending on what kind of events I'm training for or what kind of riding I'm going to be doing. If I'm just mountain biking, I don't give a shit. I usually protect my knees. So even if I do have a fall, it's not a very bad fall where I have to deal with bandages. Uh, but yeah, that's it. So if any of the men out there are wondering why do other cyclist men shave their legs, it's this. It's not aerodynamics. Possibly aerodynamics, but hey, I gotta tell you one thing. Once you've taken off the hair, you can see your calf muscle definition a lot better. So work the razor. Don't be shy. See you guys tomorrow.